Hello there again, Internet. This is Mark Allen Daily with your host, Mark by Mark Allen. That's me. I've got new purple hair. Thank you so much to Lexi Smith Hair. I want to give her a shout out. Today we're going to talk about real estate. I'm currently at an open house and I have a few minutes. And so I wanted to answer questions that I hear commonly about the home buying process. Some of you may feel like you're several years out from buying your first home, or perhaps you haven't bought a home in a while. But basically, I just want to give you a kind of a rundown of what happens. So if you're interested in buying a home, the first step really is finding a good agent. That good agent is going to have the good contacts for a good mortgage broker. They're going to be able to put you on a search for your budget. But finding a good agent is really important. You want an agent who is going to be communicative and be available for you, and also who isn't going to take advantage of you, so someone that you can actually trust. Second is getting pre-approval. Pre-approval is a letter from a mortgage lender saying this person has met our qualifications for lending. We are going to lend them up to this certain amount, and they are pre-qualified for that amount. That's really important to have before you go searching for houses, because if you're going to make an offer, you're going to need that pre-approval to make that offer in order to be accepted. That also puts the mortgage lender kind of in the loop of things, and then they are going to be able to qualify you, and they will give you that loan should you meet the qualification, or should the house meet the qualifications, etc. There's a great program for new home buyers called an FHA loan. That is from the Federal Housing Authority, and it offers really good deals for first-time home buyers who are going to buy an owner-occupied home. That's the stipulation. There are regulations with that. You have to qualify, etc. It's really important that you are up to date with your IRS payments, because that will show up. It's really important that you are able to account for where your money is coming in. Having a stable job, or if you're self-employed, being able to show where that money is coming from, because if there's anything shady with your finances, they will not loan to you, which is something that happened recently on a house that a deal fell through because they did not have proper accounting for their payments coming in. So once you have that, you're going to know what your budget is. And knowing your budget range and what you are expecting in a home can be two very different things. The under $200,000 price market is a house hunt. If you are looking for a home under 200, it may not be your perfect dream home. It may need some work, but there are a lot of amazing homes in that price range. However, those go very fast. We had one listed for around $190. It went in less than 24 hours after being listed to a cash investor. So you want to make sure that you are ready to sign an offer as well. I've been in instances where I've shown people a house for a second time, and as we were showing it, they loved it, and it was already under contract by the time we finished showing that home to someone else. So when you are getting ready to buy a house, you want to be completely ready. You want to have an agent that is fast and expedient, and all of the paperwork can be done online. It's all done through a program called Dotloop. So I'm just going to run through. Say we find a house that fits you perfectly, it's in your price range. What do? Well, you make an offer. That offer can be under the listing price, depending on the price the house is, or changes that you want made. Say a house is listed for $200, you want to put an offer for $190. Your agent is going to draft up those documents. They're going to include the pre-approval. They're going to include a buyer's agency agreement, which the agent may or may not require you to sign when first working with them if they don't know you well. That buyer agency is saying this person is attached to this agent for a certain amount of time, and any deal that they make, they're guaranteed a commission for that. So it's important that you work with an agent that you trust, because sometimes there are bad agents out there who are not going to give you the time of day or make you sign paperwork before they even get to know you. So it's really important that you trust your agent and you do your own research as well. So you say you put in this offer, what happens? So the seller will either come with a counter offer saying, say it was 200 list price, you offered 190. They come with a counter offer saying, well, we'll give it to you for 195. And then you have the option to either accept or decline. Say you accept it, what happens next? You have 10 days to do an inspection. The inspection is going to look at the roof, the quality of the house, other aspects. That's why it's also really important that you have a good agent who is going to refer you to a good inspector, because currently there are no regulations in Missouri for what a home inspector is required. There are programs out there to train inspectors, but anyone could legit call themselves an inspector and screw you over in case there was something important or critical about the home. You're going to want to look at the appliances, the date that the appliances were purchased, where they've been if they've been maintained. You're going to want to look at water pressure. You're going to want to look at roof age. You're going to want to look at any structural damage. That's going to be really important, especially in a basement. And you're going to want to look at the HVAC system and water heater and see when those were installed, when they were updated, an agent is going to be able to give you an estimate on how long those should last or any maintenance that may come up in the future. So say you do the inspections and the roof comes back and there's a problem with it, and FHA won't give you a loan unless that roof is fixed. So, something else happens. The buyer is going to say, okay, these are unacceptable conditions. We need this changed, or we need this amount of price taken off the list price. So say there's something wrong with the front porch. This is unacceptable. Either fix this $2,000 fix or take $2,000 off the price and we will fix it ourselves. And then they can either accept those, or that could be the end of that contract as well if they decline. But say they accept, they decide to just take that $2,000 off. Now your price is that much less. And then it takes about 30 days from by the time an offer is signed until you close. A closing is going to take place. Hopefully your agent is going to be there with you. Not all agents do that with their clients. I try to make sure that I'm always there at closing because it's a really exciting time. It's when you get your keys. You sit down with a listing agent. We have an amazing listing agent we like to use. Her name is Lisa Ford at Alpha Title. She is part of our realty network as well, Chartwell Realty. Again, you are allowed to pick any title company you want. The agent is just there to give recommendations of who they have worked with before and trust and know. Lisa Ford's very expedient and very on the ball with things. Basically, you're going to sit down with that title agent. Hopefully your agent's going to be there with you as well. If you're husband and wife, both of you will be present, and you're going to sign all those papers. There's a lot of paperwork. They're going to explain all of it to you, all of the insurance and all of that stuff. There's a lot of paperwork. I can't really go into depth of every little thing that goes in that, but then basically you sign everything and you sign up for the loan. And then you get the keys and you put down your down payment. Usually your down payment with an FHA loan, it can be as low as 3% down. If it's an investment property, you're not going to be able to get that deal. And depending on your credit score, it may be different. But you're going to put down that initial down payment. You're going to have any closing costs. That includes the title company. There's a lot of different closing costs that can be associated. And the buyer usually pays for the inspection and other things, and that happens before. There's also termite inspection and other inspections as well, and sewer inspections, which is important. And then once you close, you get the keys, you start your mortgage payment, and you are able to move into the house usually that day or whenever that date was specified, and there should be a time as well. You get the keys, and you are ready to start moving into your new home. If this video was helpful for you, if you would like to know more about the home buying process, our team is called Vortex Kansas City. You can follow us at Vortex KC on Instagram or Facebook. My partners are Sarah Pods, Trina, and my dad, Mark Alford. The four of us have this team. We are with Chartwell Realty in Kansas City. Our office is located at 4141 Pennsylvania Avenue. If you have any further questions or if you need an agent looking for a home, feel free to contact me. My name is Mark Allen and my number is 816-739-1375. I am licensed in Missouri and soon to be licensed in Kansas. Thank you. I hope this was helpful, and like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.